What's up, y'all? It's me, Tasha C. In this particular video, I will be reviewing Housewives of Atlanta, Season 8, Episode 7. And shout out to my YouTube fam, and shout out, y'all, sorry y'all haven't been making videos since what, Monday night. But I hope y'all enjoyed y'all weekend and getting ready, happy Kwanzaa, happy Hanukkah, happy Merry Christmas, because I know a couple people's birthdays around Christmas time and stuff. That's what you should say to folks who's born near or after or damn near Christmas. Happy Christmas or Merry Birthday, shit. And y'all, we gonna pick out a hat. Which do you want, a birthday present or you want a Christmas present? We're just gonna shake here. Pick Christmas, you're gonna get Christmas. Birthday, you're gonna get birthday, okay? I'm just playing, y'all. No, I'm not. But anyway, so shout out to my YouTube fam. You're not part of fam. Just go ahead and script it like that description button and go ahead and let's get into it. I may do a couple videos tonight. I also seen a link. Thank you. I am Latasha, one of my new YouTube cousins. I found out who gave me the link on Facebook to the preview of tomorrow's next episode of Love and Hip Hop. Also, season 6 for them show. So I may do the review for that tomorrow. I may try to do the season finale of Selling in the ATL and maybe do Marriage Boot Camp, because Boot Camp ain't gonna come back to the 8th. But Black Love, episode 3, you're just gonna see it Tuesday. I'm kind of a little way too behind. You may get a bonus video about some of the fuckery of Love and Hip Hop at the moment. So anyway, we got part 2 where they on the boat, about to get ready to have some nightcaps and shit. And they had, never would could have. You actually did, I think, any one of them days you played the shots. And Shamia, I'm gonna call Miss S all Sexy Leopard. She was like, if you never had to go to the shower. And Kim was like, let's call my hubby. And she asking, did they eat the old SpaghettiOs? Turns out Sheree and Porsha's down the drinks. I'm like, no words. And this is when Kenya, when she snaps at dude Glenn, and he ain't down for that. You better watch your snap too. And Kenya kind of liked the aggression. She probably thought that was going to be a good dick down if, with the right aggression, whatever, But she all fledged just like, oh, I like that. Well, my bad. I didn't mean to offend you, like that. So we up at the house. Candy wild downstairs or whatever, probably about to see some extra Rice Krispie treats or some, some hot fudge or something. She probably was going to the kitchen. Who knows? And when she see Oliver, and I don't think that was the other dude there, and you got Glenn and his friend there, and everybody's part of it, right? So Candy sits right next, I think, to Kim, or I think Kim comes around that time. But this is one of the few times I'm going to actually agree with Kenya, because Kenya was not the one to provoke this fuckery from whatever shit that Glenn was on, okay? Because Glenn, this is my personal opinion, was on some bullshit. And according to cousin named Nika, and I watched both a little bit, y'all as well, my YouTube cousin on here, and my fellow YouTuber Ashley Miller. I watched a little bit before I couldn't find my memory card, y'all, for a minute. So I was like, oh shit. But before I could film. But y'all, Glenn, is he really her nephew or is he her nephew? You know what I'm saying? Like, but we just gonna let that be. But I'm just saying. But he was on one, okay? We don't know what the hell was going on, but that dude had issues, whether it was drinking, he one of them angry drunks, if he was on something else, if he's on pill. I mean, he just gave this thing where I'm like, well, damn, because he went past Candy, and he basically like, congrats, and she like, she was like, well, thanks, how Candy is, he get ready to like be near the did I say cockatoo jacuzzi part with some of the ladies, and it was like he was more so towards Sheree, but it was just I was more so paying attention to his demeanor, which he already was on some. The other dude was just chill. He was just like, I don't know what I don't know what even what he said. Did he say hello? He was just really quiet. But when she said, okay, thanks, he was like, what, you got to get an attitude? And she like, huh, whatever. And he's like, shit, I don't want nothing to do with you or something like that in that way. If I'm disrespected, he tells the boy, if I'm going to be disrespected, then, I respect people that disrespect me. The fuck? Problem number one right there. Not only is she a lady, but even the fact that if it was just a dude and he all snapping like that. But it makes it a little slightly worse, so we don't want to say about the gender roles or, just be double standard. But it is something else, the fact this is a woman and it is a child, but just a person in general. And if they just say, look, then you're going to have it, that is something, warning sign. So, even when they're in the jacuzzi, I think Kenya's there, Sheree there, I think Glenn on board, I forgot everybody was there. By the time Porsha decides, I guess, to entertain the guests, and like I said, her bikini at the bottom was about to, she got out for a second, was about to be eaten and stuff. Like her own behind was like a zombie. It was about to eat the fabric. Or it was made like that, right? So she tried herself. I don't know if she was doing a T-Rex twerk, because that's exactly what it looked like. And then she went to try to do some ballerina or something. Then the jacuzzi almost bust her ass or her cooch, because it was in the split middle. So I don't know if you could actually break your cooch, but we will hopefully was not going to find out tonight. And she, like I said, she almost bust everything because she was trying to be seductive and just wrong. But better yet, Mr. Oliver, whatever his name is, he tried going over there too and doing the exact same shit. And then he almost bust his ass too. So it was obviously slippery. Did anybody have a towel or something, or the water was just overflowing wrong, but they were one part poop, or it's another jacuzzi or something like that, whatever. So they're just talking. She all like, I got my business, so I just want support. And he's like, love. So they're just flirting and talking. And like I said, around this time with Kenya, Glenn, his boy, I think whatever, Sheree, over there, he's like already telling Kenya, like, you ain't got nothing to say to me. She was like, don't do nothing to me. She was like, no, I ain't got nothing to say to you, blah, blah, blah. This is dude, he already kind of is angry as is, whatever, right? So when they look up at Tammy, which I forgot y'all, when they were impersonating, I first thought saying something like Candy, my bad, y'all. They were actually impersonating Tammy, like she's olive oil with a Corona. And they were looking for Tammy, and the next minute, here again talking about, what, y'all looking for Tammy, but they weren't sitting there saying the rude way. But like I said, it's like, if you breathed wrong, if you blinked your eyes, some guy, y'all, he would take it as a threat. That's how he was acting, And he basically like this, what, you gotta, what, nobody bitch is gonna say nothing about my auntie, that this is, just telling this boy. But it was like, wait a minute, is anybody else getting this? Now, Candy already felt like, him and Ken were talking. By this time being, I think they had got up and Candy had waddled just because of that alone, okay? Did anybody else come up in there? Everybody else started going in there, but like I said, Kenya already had pitched out the bitch assness. And I think when she was talking to Candy, like Candy had told her, I don't know if she was right there when she heard it, but Candy had told her how he was acting. So Candy, even though she's using over dramatics and doing security, he was giving complete, like, over aggressiveness, type of shit. So I could understand, and the fact is, you don't want to be where he pretends like he's in football and 10-hunter your ass and do some linebacker shit. I'm just saying that the way he was acting, it could be also his attitude is the reason why he's sitting there trying for the NBA. And not because the dude ain't got no skills if he really gets strong for the NBA, but his attitude is like, for real, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know if it's a drink involved or whatever else is, but he was kind of like, everybody acting like he fine and cool, whatever, because like I said, a lot of them put it on Kenya. Look, Kenya, I agree with her. Oh, fuck this shit. Scary. But like I said, everybody was thinking like, oh, it's because he didn't want to talk to her. He was talking alright, but he was talking like he about, y'all, if y'all seen the episode, y'all understand. But anyways, y'all, they go inside. She talks like him near the door, and she's like, you know what? Because she's telling Tammy like we're uncomfortable. They talk to him. Tammy's like this, huh? When they first talking, how Tammy is, huh? What? How did I get here? And they're explaining that he kind of has to go. So she first tried talking. I guess Tammy talking near the door, like like because it's time to leave, right? Then all of a sudden, Kenny was like, I've been trying to talk to you or the all day, whatever, but it's like, man, you want some other stuff, you have to go. And here's the other time you snap, because you that mad because somebody telling you leave, that ain't your shit. And ain't like you live there and have property there. You get what I'm saying? Property there or nothing, and nobody do something at you or threaten to kill. I'm just saying, the way he acted, it should have been It was a dude, and he was about to beat your ass. Number two, it was dude, but he was about to fuck you up. It was at least about 4 women. They all had machetes. Maybe Smith and Wesson. Number five, somebody had hot grits off the stove and was coming towards your direction. Okay, and then you go further than that. I'm just saying the way he was acting, like he was physically going to be attacking. He's seen it for himself, like like he was being put in danger. Okay, that's how he kind of was acting. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Is there was no hot grits. I didn't see no pot with no hot grits anywhere. It was no hot grease from somebody fried chicken. It was nothing that indicated that he should have been threatened. It was nobody with, like I said, a baseball bat, a hockey, a tennis rack. Some of them motherfuckers probably hurt too, but I'm just saying a lamp or something that it made him spaz even more. Because all Tammy was just talking, he was like, he was Kenya, but it was, they probably like, what, about 10 feet, whatever away, right? And he's just like, what, little bitch? Ain't nobody gonna tell me to go to little bitch and call Katie that. But it was just like I said, he was acting like he just paid the first and last month's rent, and somebody said, you gotta get the fuck out, and I just got money. I mean, I'm just saying the way he was acting was a little too much. So, you start having security coming around and stuff, right? And all of a sudden, he, Tammy just like this comment, he accidentally, and he kind of fell on the couch, but he didn't fall and bust his ass or nothing. He got up and just pushed one hand, Tammy on the ground, on the floor, and that's when the security. But like I said, you got all this freaking security, coming to like pin him down, whatever, to strain him, and by that time, that's when Kim, I think afterwards was ready. No, she didn't get the suitcase just as yet, but everybody's just like, what the hell is going on? So everybody's trying to go to Tammy to see what's wrong. And, some of the ladies going back and forth, whatever, to make a long short story. Because, Tammy was asked for Glenn, but I've seen the bruising around here. But I don't know it's because that was her face without makeup. Or it could, because I know it was because he pushed her, like, right here. But you know what? They did kind of, like, black out the scene a little bit. At least what I've seen. Where, he looked like he pushed her one arm, but, like, maybe like this. So, Phaedra was the one who called 911, I think. And, you got Cynthia, Kenya outside. I forgot who else. And, here Cynthia feels some type of way because she felt like, I shouldn't have brought her here. And then Kenya was going to say, you shouldn't put yourself in that guilt. And it was kind of like almost a little tension between them. And, Cynthia's like, but yeah, whatever. But I didn't have to bring, but don't put Kenya, don't put the guilt on yourself and blah, blah, blah. And then it ended up like, you know what? And Cynthia's just like, what? Kenya's like, they just went back and forth. Okay, and then we'll go see about Tammy. But I was just like, what the hell? But it was a little back and forth stuff. And then so after they took an ambulance and whatever, they probably escorted the dude out, whatever. But like I said, but either that's not really his nephew, but that's not really Tammy's nephew, or he has such an anger problem where anybody can, get it. And it's like, that's probably not the first time, if you felt that comfortable putting hands on a female like that, it was just a little too, or he's used to getting this way. But the way he was acting, like, like I said, it was some pure fuck shit. Whatever. And I heard originally Tammy was originally supposed to be one of the housewives, and because of this episode from other favorite YouTubers, I think this was episode why it was. Maybe it wasn't because of her behavior herself, so to say. It seemed like because of the drama that was brought from her with that whole situation, they was just like, so they had it where Kim had rolled her bag. She was already close. She was already, like I said, already near the damn couch, like just in case she was ready to go. And she was like, "Skirt, you know what? I'm going to hotel. I'm leaving. Basically, I'll just be peace, and I am out." Okay. So she's the first one to go. Okay. Then we find out. I think it wasn't that too much. Like I said, it's still the whole thing where people is kind of, some ladies is kind of thinking like Kenya had something to do with it. Or like Sheree was in the confessionals, kind of like, oh, nobody really had a problem. And that's how they were acting like when Kenya was having, like, some of them were acting like it wasn't no problem. But some of the ladies didn't even know. I think that the way he was talking to even Candy was kind of on the aggressive side because she didn't say thank you correctly. Okay, so it's like, Y'all ain't see, everybody know was probably drunk and whatever, but y'all didn't see what the hell was going on. But like Cynthia stopped. She started drinking that agua because she already knew, okay? Like, even we just already went through just what 2 episodes ago between her and her and Porsha. Then we got this other issue, you know, like I said, we know in present part other incidents, like I said before, where even when Apollo, before he was sentenced, or I think even indicted, what happened at that dating couple party. And we'll leave it as that. So anyways, y'all, like I said, we have the next day, and even Candy is getting ready to get the hell on with all this. And, you know, she ain't trying to prematurely, she want to go back to Atlanta, get probably some good ass food. And it's just, that is the last damn straw. Like, got, whatever. So, it turns out, y'all, it was part 2. They up there making a remake of Carrie and all this stuff. It's both Porsha, Phaedrus, Sheree, Shireen, Sherbert, just too many S's of P's, and goddamn it. And Candy was outstairs with her. And then at the door, we see Tammy looking like this and probably what the hell's going on? And she just came out the hospital. She had the hospital socks on and still had the robe on. And they told her, she was basically coming back for her stuff, but they told her she had to go to a hotel, so that way, just in case, because they were saying Tammy was there. I don't know for sure if they came back with her, or not, but, I mean, as far as Glenn and his boy, whatever. So, they were making fun, and they actually had it on film on somebody's iPhone about that. Because I think, was it Porsha had us up the door, and they first saw security. Turned out, like I said, it was Tammy. Where'd I get here? But it was kind of a fucked up situation, and especially this on TV. So whatever that dude problem was, or if he is trying to get on the team and say blah blah help, this was gonna fuck up a lot of people fucking with him, even though they try to do the best editing. But we all know he pushed Tammy, whether she presses charges or not. Like, dude, you seem to have a fucking problem, okay, major problem, and we got evidence. So like I said, they basically react and whatever, and then they go, I guess they go to Gold Strip, Miami, whatever. They feel like, Kim, I know they were talking about on the bus, like him had left, whatever, woo woo woo. But, like I said, this episode, by the time that incident happened, just kind of like went fast as hell. So the only thing they call to go make dinner, Portia's going to have a date with Mr. I forgot, the sexy something, okay, sexy Venezuela man. And, so they go call Tammy to make sure she's okay. She said she didn't have a concussion, nothing like that, whatever. And they told her, come over, bring a plate. And, Phaedrus said, bring a plate. Tammy don't know how to cook and stuff. But you know what? They never showed that she came over there. They showed they cook whatever. Maybe it's a bonus scene, whatever. Or they just completely didn't show it at all. But I noticed they never showed her ass at all after that. They show later on her, they're Phaedra, they only Phaedra, the rest of the crew that's left, the Scooting, Candy, and Kim. Like I said, it's double K's, double S's, double P's. Okay. So they end up like, on these Hummers, like many Hummers just torn the area. Portions are going on a date with the dude, and they talk. First he's trying to get a kiss, and then that was a record scratch. Didn't go well. Then also she ended up kissing him or whatever, and he wants to know how she squats, and she's saying, nah, he ain't gonna get that way, whatever. But you already accidentally gave a preview of the day before, but, like I said, besides almost bust your cooch on the damn on the concrete sink, whatever, okay, on the towel, the jacuzzi going wrong, and he was about to bust his ass too, and probably his balls. So anyway, I don't know what's gonna come up with them. She goes to go back to everybody is knocked out, whatever, and had but I forgot also too where they were mocking Kim after she left, because like I said, she rolled that bag right out of there. She got her facts of life and decided she is going single out the fuck out of that damn house. And they were just talking about how she got the hell on and stuff, whatever, right? So they back, and I think around that time before, because I think they were still vacation, but Kim was talking to her husband about how she feels like Kenya stirred some stuff. Because before even Kim had left and got ready to go, her and Kenya was talking, and she was kind of like saying like, well, sometimes stuff happens when you make stuff and, you know, flare up something or whatever, or, you know, like flare up the bull, whatever the hell she said. And Kenya was like, what did you talk? Well, you know, they just kind of like, you don't let me finish. You know, Kim was like, you don't let me finish type of. It was just an unnecessary type of conversation, because still was making Kenya seem like the only reason why this dude started spazzing out to a certain point, because it was her actions of getting rid of him, and he was doing nothing wrong. Damn, that was some good ass liquor. Their ass was happening. Was at least 93% proof and above, because a lot of people did not see what the hell Kenya Lee seen and what Candy had seen or whatever. And I know unless Kim was slipping something up in that damn apple juice and stuff, you know, whatever, you know, or when she enjoyed some coke, she enjoyed some rum, because like I said, did anybody else peep out? I mean, we didn't hear what Shamia said, also known as Miss Sexy Leopard, but at the same time it was just like, huh, everybody else didn't see what the hell happened? Oh, okay. So after that, fast forward, Kenya and Todd was talking. But before then, Todd was talking to this girl too. This is when they're back, when I think Kenny, I don't know if they're all in back or whatever from the trip. But you know, Kenny's back at the house. But Todd and Kenny's stepdaughter talking. She's got the baby got herself back in school. And she works at the airport, and Todd, you know, she wants to go back to New York to go visit family Thanksgiving. But it turns out also that she's got a little boyfriend. And Todd peeped that out, that she be liking his Instagram photos and stuff. You know, it's double tacky beloved. So, you know, Candy and Todd were just talking about when Candy came downstairs. Her and Todd was talking about how did, you know, the trip go, whatever, woo woo. And she said, you know, between Phaedra and her, Phaedra was just more like a more outgoing person, which she was. Outgoing to even the ass cheeks out. Okay, so they were just, she was just more, Phaedra's more funner than she was. So, the other part that I want to bring last, because like I said, by the end of that episode, that was pretty much over. And I think they were talking also Cynthia too on the trip about how it's her, because you remember this trip is supposed to help out again with, you know, since her and Peter were having medical problems. And also Cynthia on the trip too, I forgot to mention, was, you know, talking to Peter, said they're gonna go to dinner next night and all this other stuff happening, and Peter gonna get some dinner and whatever. And I think at the end, all the girls were sitting there, you know, that they appreciate the trip or something like that. Whatever. Okay. Yeah, but the last little part is Kim and Kenya meet. Like I said, it really wasn't too much after that episode, was it? Kenya meet, and they are talking about the incident. And Kenya felt like Kim left because of her, you know, how her things is, you know, because Kim first said, like, I did real well. I went on a boat trip with y'all on vacation. And we see how the hell that how that happened. Kenya felt like Kim left on convenience, and that's why, you know, she left. And Kim's like, no, you know, like, I left because, yeah, I told my husband stuff, but she was an unsafe environment, which I could understand why the hell she left, because she left on those terms, okay? But she felt like, again, Kenya felt some type of way, and Kenya was explaining, like, again, like, it wasn't just him not talking to me, whatever. Like, it was a couple things. He was acting very aggressive, blah blah blah. He was disturbed, all this other stuff. And then Kim they disagreed, like, okay, well, I feel like if you stay and you felt like you did the right thing, okay, and you feel definitely did the right thing, okay. And that's how they ended. And you know, they waited, they ain't got the restaurant waiter talking about they ain't got no liquor license. So Kenya ended up waiting for her Coke Zero, and Kim waited for some orange juice and a fruit plate. And I think some about king with salmon. And that's pretty much it. Sorry, y'all, wasn't really a good read. But, you know, we doing the best what we can with this. But anyway, y'all, pleasant week, pleasant night, pleasant weekend. Hugs and love. And I definitely see y'all next video. Alright.